My niece was born with toxoplasmosis. It's something that the mother can contract during pregnancy, and normally there's no symptoms present. And then it can be passed on to the child during birth. So when my niece was born, she seemed to be healthy at birth, but they quickly started to realize that there were some problems. She had a lot of fluid buildup on her brain, and that was the first thing. And so there was a lot of surgeries to come. She would have shunts put in to help drain the fluid off her brain, multiple trips over to Children's Hospital. This is when my family lived on the island, so it wasn't cheap coming over here all the time. Over time, they've come to realize that she was also blind and also had no mobility. So she was confined to a wheelchair once she got a little bit bigger. And she got to about her 5th year, and lots more surgeries later, and they just decided that there was nothing else they could do for her. So Canuck Place came into play. The second time she came to Canuck Place, she was there for her last 3 months. The family stayed there the whole time. Beautiful house, beautiful house. Lots of space, especially the garden outside was huge. The staff were so supportive. They were there if you needed to talk, and then there was the rest of the house. There was actually space to be by yourself with your thoughts if you needed. So the day she passed, it was funny because we had all been throughout the house and outside all day, and I don't know what happened, but everybody just decided to come into that one room where she was. And within 10 minutes of all of us being there, she took her last breath. She left us a day before her 6th birthday. And we usually make a joke out of it because when she was a baby, she used to love having what we call parties. So she'd wake up 2 a.m., she'd be laughing and cooing and screaming, having a great old time. So it's been a kind of a family joke that she didn't want to stay there on her 6th birthday because we were just a mess, and she just wanted to be somewhere where she could party. So Canuck Place for Zoe was like a home with family. And all the times I remember being with her at Children's Hospital, with all the tubes coming out and all the machines she was hooked up to, it just wasn't a comforting place to be. Where Canuck Place, even though she was far, far away from home, it was still like she was at home. There was people there to care for her, to talk to her, to play with her. The staff were just so supportive. We're just so grateful for everything that they did for my family and for Zoe. Because I couldn't imagine her leaving us in a hospital, being hooked up to all those machines. So for her, at Canuck Place, it was very peaceful. And my family owes Canuck Place so much gratitude for everything they did for us. So I urge you to help us support Canuck Place and make a donation today.